fantasy colliding with boy next door. Does that describe you, Dom?
I don't think so. Maybe the boy next door, but definitely not a naughty fantasy.
Right.
But that's how our next guests describe themselves, their performance, the hot performance from Chippendales.
That's right. The group is based in Las Vegas, and it's performed in over 25 countries, over 800 cities, very well traveled. And now they're here to perform in Singapore as part of their Ultimate Girls Night Out tour.
And we have this morning with us three gentlemen. Okay. We have Kevin, James, and Brian. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
So what does it take to become a Chippendales dancer?
Kevin?
It takes obviously a good body, good looks, and dance ability. All our guys are pretty much 6 foot and up. But most of all, it really takes a good personality. The guys are traveling, like you said, all over the world, cities everywhere. We're meeting a lot of people, and so much travel and so many people. So good personalities.
Was it difficult for you guys to get through that first audition?
The first one was really cool. I guess more than one audition.
So what did they make you go through?
It's like a nationwide search, and just beyond just looking like a Chippendale or being able to dance, you have to have some other skill. Brian and I both sing. Kevin plays live guitar on the show. You have to do something else besides just be a guy that can look good with his shirt off. So there's a whole process. Not only do you have to come in and learn multiple combinations to dance, but you have to do an interview process where you have to actually show that you have a personality and that you could be something that is a step up from a normal everyday guy, because if you're going to be this Chippendale fantasy, you've got to be more than just the guy who's going to take his shirt off on stage. You've got to be able to come down and actually get to know the women and actually be someone that the women are going to be happy to meet, and not just say, oh, it's good to see you on stage, but I don't want to see you afterwards because there's nothing else to see.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, this is really a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it sounds like a regular job interview.
It is.
Really?
Plus dancing.
Oh my goodness. So, Brian, what made you decide to become a Chippendale performer? Did you grow up like, okay, one day I'm going to be a Chippendale performer?
No, I actually got into the group by accident. I happened to be in Las Vegas on vacation, and at the time they didn't have a singer, or the singer was going on to a different job, and they asked if I would come in and audition. And I didn't have anything with me. I basically showed up in the board shorts that I was wearing at the pool, and I got there, and actually I met Kevin that first day, and he was just about to leave for a fall tour, and so they had me sing a couple of songs, and I got a call a week later and said, hey, would you mind coming to Las Vegas?
Wow, it was very
serendipitous. Very serendipitous. I was at the right place at the right time.
So both of the rest of you, Kevin and Jay, did you have different experiences? Did you think, oh wow, you saw the show, or like somehow you just got drawn to it?
Kevin was a really cool story about that.
Yeah, because I want to hear this one.
Honestly, my mother actually went to see the show and was so excited and overwhelmed by what she saw. She came home and she's like, Kevin, you have to be a Chippendale. You've got to do this. And I told her, well, you're crazy. That's not me. I'm not somebody that runs around with his clothes off. And she wouldn't leave me alone, and so I went to an audition. So she kept saying, go, go, go. I was like, all right, one time. I'll go to one audition. If I make it, cool. If not, don't ever talk about it again.
A lot of confidence in the son. Yeah. Okay.
But is it difficult trying to, stay in shape all the time? Because I hit the gym once in a while, but, it's so difficult to lose all that extra pounds. So how do you guys do it? How do you guys keep in shape?
It's the diet.
Yeah?
I think it's the hardest part of the job.
No chips, no cookies,
no French fries.
No French fries.
Oh, okay, so what do you guys eat then? What's like a Chippendale diet?
That's the diet for the supermodels.
Right. Like chicken and rice, real clean food, few vegetables.
High protein, not a lot of flavor. So I want to try the chili crab.
Okay, so you're going to take a break from the Chippendale diet and have some Asian
We're going to have your discussion.
Okay, that sounds good, So let me ask you though, because like you see on stage, you look really confident, you look really like you're in top of things, but what was the first experience like thinking, okay, I'm going to get on stage, I'm going to take my clothes off now? Did you get like nervous or?
I think everybody gets a little bit nervous. I've actually seen a few guys run off the stage. Really? Yeah, they really didn't know what to do, and something went wrong.
You haven't had it part of the show. Like, okay,
the girl's like, hey, what's next? That's great.
But you must feed off from the reaction that you get from the audience.
Absolutely. I mean, from the first light hit in the show, when the girls start screaming, and we were told when we came to Singapore that the girls were going to be really subdued and really quiet, and just sit there like this. 2 seconds into the first show, I'm like, are we in Singapore? That's not what I was told was going to happen.
They've been repressed.
Yeah. And the energy just builds as the show goes on, and they get louder and louder, and by the end of the show, they're just standing up, and they're screaming, and they're on top of their chairs, and of course we feed off of that, and it just makes the whole show just keep climbing and climbing and climbing to get to the end.
But what happens? I mean, what happens when they're not into it?
Does it ever happen?
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while you get a crowd, and you know, you got to warm them up. Some people, like we said, we got here and we had no expectation of what it was going to be like. It's our first time in Asia. We chose Singapore to break it off, and we got out there, and I think yesterday's crowd was maybe the slowest to warm up to us, but always by mid-show they're ready to go.
You got a bunch of guys taking up the girls on stage. It's like, you know. Okay, I have to say though, your choreography, from what we've been seeing in the videos, is pretty complex. So how long does it take for you to learn all the steps? You know, get everything right, get all the numbers together?
Well, for example, we just put a new number into our show in Vegas, that's like a Michael Jackson tribute, and it took about a month and a half to bring in the choreographers, teach the guys all the choreography, get all the staging, all the lighting, all the costumes. It's a whole complex process. It's not just guys getting on stage, taking their clothes off. It's an actual production. So we make sure that we take all the time needed to get it together and make it look like a top-notch, really professional production.
And yeah.
But actually going on the road, and Kevin can talk to us, I mean, we came here and we didn't know what we were going to be able to do as far as our show goes. I mean, we had that police show and we had to kind of accommodate the show a little bit. But I mean, when you're on the road, and Kevin's great at this, I mean, you've got to accommodate the show to the area that you're in. So I mean, we put in numbers on the fly and throw things together and you know, take things from the hotel to use as props, and you know, we got to do what we got to do.
So do you take cultural sensitivities into the context?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
How does your show change from like more sort of liberal tolerance to slightly more conservative ones?
I think there's certain acts we will or won't put in to the show, or we'll modify the act to where so it'll, you know, it'll be okay, a little bit less risky, and you know, stuff like that. Or we, you know, choose different songs, maybe boy bandish songs or rock songs. You know, it just depends on where we're at. We don't have too much rock.
Do all of you perform all together as one group, or do you have individual performances?
Throughout the show, some of the acts are full cast. Sometimes it's just a single guy. It goes back and forth. It's kind of a roller coaster ride. The show, it's very Broadway-esque. It's very, you know, theatrical. It's not just, you know, guys running and taking their clothes off. It's actually an entertainment show.
Okay, so what's the most craziest experience you've ever had? Like some crazy woman just run the stage? I mean, what's the most?
Start grabbing.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's kind of more the stuff that happens after the show.
They stalk you?
When they find out where our hotel room is.
Oh
no, the groupies.
And you get things like Kevin and I have had experience before in Switzerland where we were trying to get out to go get some food after the show, and the fans had the whole hallway blocked off to get out of the elevator, and you couldn't get out. And so
it's like a Beatles moment.
Oh, it was. You feel like a rock star. So we actually climbed out of the second-story window of the hotel, down the back, and stuck out.
Good thing you were in the second story, not in like the 10th.
Exactly. We were upstairs, we actually crawled our way down. We went through a Reddit and snuck out the window.
Oh my goodness.
So what do your families think about?
Oh, we know.
Yeah. What about Brian?
It's kind of all similar. Like how Kevin's saying, to be a Chippendale on the stage, it's a very prestigious thing. It's something that so many guys want to do, and they don't really understand everything that it takes to get to do it. You have to have all these special skills as well. And it's a thing that our families are proud of us. Because we actually had, unfortunately, Genevieve Lowe from Newspaper did a story on us, and she didn't really pay attention to the show and didn't really know what was going on, and she made some negative comments about that and had to do a retraction because she didn't realize what it is and how prestigious it is and how proud you should be to be a Chippendale.
So what's your advice to guys looking at you guys and then say, oh, maybe I can try this out someday? What's your advice?
They absolutely can do that. You know, if they work hard and they're persistent, they get to the gym and, you know, they get a little practice under their belt, there's absolutely a possibility they can do a Chippendale.
But you got to be 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
You got to be a rule out a lot of people.
All right, thanks you guys for coming in.
Now, we've been speaking to the cast, well, some members of the cast of Chippendales, Brian Chan, Kevin Cornell, and James Vaughn, what it's like to be a Chippendale performer.
And if you're keen to see what we can't show you, Chippendales will be performing at the Hard Rock Hotel in Singapore at the Resort World Sentosa from now until the 10th of March. And that's just a preview.
There's probably a lot that we can't show you. Us being a morning show and family show and all that.